Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Don't like to get personal very often on this show, but I had the chamber banquet this weekend. Lots of awards handed out.
Yeah,
Congratulations
nice.
to all the recipients.
Mm-hmm.
Just had a great time. But I was unable to attend due to, well, things I'm working on in your yard. But and I'll tell you right now, I was unable to get the surveyor and crew to do much work last week going into the weekend on your yard due to the temperature. Though the surveyor and the crew won't work above 80 degrees.
I see.
And so we were unable to make any progress on that. It's going to be cooler today, so we'll see. But I guess I heard around the town that Jack had a chick, and I'm not talking, with feathers, at the banquet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful.
Yeah.
So he had a +1 then.
Yeah, plus chick.
Okay. Well, that's great.
Yeah. Yes. Wish I could have met her. I guess she was really nice.
It may have been best if you and I weren't there.
Well, probably.
To meet her. Otherwise,
Probably best for Jack.
I was going to say Jack may be single again today if that would have occurred.
Yeah, I hope it went well. We didn't damage anything because we weren't there.
Exactly.
All right.
Yes.
Exciting show here this morning, especially, excuse me, here in the first half hour. You've lined up an interview with I guess you could say, celebrity.
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. He's kind of a part of a group of celebrities in the state of Nebraska with what they accomplished this past week. Of course, I'm sure many, if not all of you know, the Nebraska men's basketball team has made it into the Sweet 16 for the first time ever in the NCAA tournament. An amazing week for them. And for those of you who don't know, there is a strong Broken Bow connection to the Nebraska basketball team, and that is Peyton Borders, who is an assistant coach. He's a Broken Bow alum. He's a member of Fred Hoiberg's staff, and reached out to Peyton, and if everything goes well, we're planning to call him in a few minutes, and we're going to visit with the assistant coach for Nebraska men's basketball coming up in the show.
All right, that's coming up shortly. So we'll take a look at the school lunch menus here first thing, get that taken care of. And we'll either play the game before or after we visit with Peyton, who, of course, grew up here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Callaway Public Schools today featuring hamburgers, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
All right, Anselmo Myrna today, spicy beef stir-fry with rice, crispy chicken sandwich, a spicy chicken sandwich, and Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter at Anselmo Myrna today. Today at the Arnold schools, it doesn't show anything, so I just will say today at the Arnold schools, something's going to happen. Okay. SEM today, it's chicken parmesan on the lunch menu at SEM. Arcadia schools today, Cavatini. All right, Sergeant, macho nachos, green beans, fruit cup, dinner roll, and milk at Sargent. At Ansley, meatballs, mashed potatoes, and veggie. Sandhill School in Dunning, going to go with a pulled pork sandwich today at Sandhills. Thedford Schools, it's chicken and, it's a Mexican dish with cheese. Loop City today, here we go, flying saucers at Loop City or corn dogs at Loop City Public School. The Prairie Pioneer Center today, it's brats and sauerkraut, carrots and fruit. Call them at 872-6121. Let them know if you're bringing a guest, if you're a regular, or if you're new, give them a call. Let them know you're coming. If you need more information, call them at that number. You can also call that number to set up home delivery. Let's see, menu at Gothenburg today, crispy chicken sandwich, spicy beef stir-fry with rice. Grill station combo will be a crispy chicken sandwich basket. Made fresh pepperoni pizza, fresh baked combo sub. Some of the choices at Gothenburg today.
All right, thank you very much. I think we can play the game here shortly, and let's get that taken care of. See if we can give away a wonderful prize this morning.
All right. Sorry, I'll go back to, I had two more school lunch menus, Dave. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
COSAD today, let's see, March 23rd, going to be chicken Alfredo, also jalapeno popper grilled cheese, and the pizza bar at COSAD today. And at Litchfield today on their menu, it's going to be hamburgers on the menu at Litchfield. All right, here is your game question for today. We've been asking questions regarding Irish American Month, so we're finding out how well you know these Irish Americans and their influence in America. Your question for today, James Hoban, Hoban, was an architect and Irish immigrant to the United States after the Revolutionary War, and he designed which American landmark? Your choices are the Golden Gate Bridge, the Alamo, the White House, or the Biltmore House. James Hoban was an architect and Irish immigrant to the United States after the Revolutionary War, and he designed which American landmark? Did he design the Golden Gate Bridge, the Alamo, the White House, or the Biltmore House? If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
Your mornings sound better.
If you're driving in the car on the way to work, it just makes your day more enjoyable just listening to them.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Here at Bruning Bank, our roots run deep in Nebraska agriculture, and we are proud to work with farmers and ranchers every day to grow and improve their operations. In honor of National Ag Month, we want to recognize all those who work in the ag industry and say thank you. These past few years have not been easy, and you have shown your resilience and dedication to your land, crops, and livestock productions. Bruning Bank is proud to support your operation by providing you with all the financial services you need, from checking to loans to useful business technologies. Bruning Bank, build, grow, thrive, member FDIC.
Homeowners, landlords, and business owners of Custer County and beyond. Is your lawn begging for a makeover? Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair has the magic touch for your green oasis. A 4 or 5-step fertilizer program, sprinkler repair expertise, and top-notch aeration and mowing. Transforming your yard into a lush paradise is just a call away. Call Kyle at 308-870-0348. Serving Custer County and beyond.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
All right. It is Monday. Sometimes we don't get calls on Monday, and sometimes the question is a little more difficult, and if you're not Googling, you may not know that it was the Alamo.
Yes. Actually, it was not.
Oh!
Good guess, though. James Hoban designed the White House, is what he designed. So there you go.
Oh. So will they use probably AI to use his methods to build the new ballroom?
I don't know. Possibly. It's hard to tell. I can tell you have some other thoughts, too.
Oh, I do.
But you're holding back.
I
Good
do.
for you, Dave.
I have
Hold back now.
a lot of thoughts around that one, but yeah. Anyway, let's move along.
Yes.
We are going to be visiting with Peyton Borders here in just a little bit. We're going to see if we can contact Peyton. He must be up bright and early today. I think they're very busy, probably preparing for their next contest. We'll find out about that. And I know Brent has a whole bucket full of questions he wants to ask Peyton. And so we'll get to that here in just a little bit. Invite you to stay tuned. That's coming up here in about 3-4 minutes on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Monday. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio in Broken Bow, Nebraska, and we're going to talk next with a young man who grew up in Broken Bow, and I know Brent's very excited about talking to our next guest, so Brent, I'll turn it over to you.
All right. Well, as many of you know, the Nebraska men's basketball team had an amazing week last week, won its first NCAA tournament game, now headed to the Sweet 16. And for those of you who don't know, there's a strong Broken Bow connection on the team, and his name is Peyton Borders. He's an assistant coach, a member of Fred Hoiberg's staff, a Broken Bow alum, and he has graciously given us a few minutes here this morning to talk Husker hoops. Peyton, how are you today?
Brent, I'm great. I appreciate you guys having me. I'm looking forward to talking a bit of Husker hoops with y'all.
Yeah, well, hey, thanks for taking the time. Well, I got to ask, so how was your week? Did you have a good time last week?
Oh man, I'm not so sure I even know what happened over this past week. You know, it was unbelievable. And it's a pleasure to still be playing basketball now as we head into preparation today for Iowa.
Yeah. Well, let's start here. Let's start with Husker Nation. The fan base of Nebraska really became a storyline in the first weekend of the tournament with the way they invaded Oklahoma City. I saw some neat video of the way they welcomed the team into Lincoln at the airport yesterday. Talk about that support, Peyton, and what it means to the team.
Yeah, you know, it's something that, you know, we talk about our guys as, you know, limiting distractions and, you know, keeping our walls up and just staying focused on the next task. But, you know, stuff like that, you gotta truly enjoy. You gotta sit back and really appreciate all the support that we get, because, you know, there's no other fan base like it. You look at any other neutral site game going on in these first couple rounds, there's no other fan base doing that. So, you know, if we take that all for granted, you know, then who are we? You know, so it's something that you really just got to soak it all in and really appreciate and give out the thanks the best you can. You know, I know I have a ton of texts I probably haven't got back to still, and you know, it means the world for all the support that we have, and it truly does push us forward as, you know, we're down the stretch trying to get a stop, or, you know, having people stop you and tell all the guys good luck. It just means the world, and our guys appreciate it a ton, and yeah, it really pushes us.
If you would, share with us, give us a feel for the hours of preparation that this staff puts into preparing for a game and certainly preparing for this week. I mean, can you give us a sense of the hours and the work behind the scenes to get ready for a game?
Yeah, you know, I don't have a specific number, but you know, as a collective group, you know, it's all hands on deck as far as, you know, prepping. You know, you can even say down to the travel with Cheryl Burbach and Luca Virgilio, handling all our travels and meals and everything like that. But specifically in the scouting, you know, we have, you know, 5-6 coaches spending hours upon hours watching, cutting up film. For instance, you know, right after Selection Sunday, as soon as we found out who we had, you know, we had student managers already have all Troy games cut out. You know, that's taken several hours, and then, you know, a couple of us were in the office till a little over midnight after Selection Sunday, just watching Troy and, you know, making phone calls, and, you know, it's a lot of unseen hours, but that's the best thing about it is the hours that are shown are when the guys, you know, play at an elite level, and they deserve all the credit that they go out and, you know, they play their hearts out, you know. So that's the hours being seen is, you know, our guys laying it all out on the line and playing for one another.
When I've listened to analysts talk about Nebraska, a word that keeps coming up is they're connected. So what makes this team, in your mind, so connected when they play on the floor together?
Yeah, well, I think, you know, naturally with how our offense is, you know, it's an aesthetically pleasing offense with how the ball moves around. And everybody, it could be anybody's night. Sometimes it's everybody's night. You know, we've had games where everybody, you know, we've had 5, 6 guys in double digits, or we've had a couple, 30-point performances and things like that. So, it's a fun offense that there's a lot of ball to go around. And so that eliminates any, selfish or delusional thoughts in itself. But also just to speak on the guys, just as far as their off-the-court relationships, you have guys that truly care about one another. They're not always hanging out with each other necessarily, but, they're grabbing lunch together. They're, we go out and watch movies and, just little activities like that, it may not seem like a lot, but, these guys, it carries over, and they truly do care about each other. And with that, it's not always buddy all the time. You have guys who can hold each other accountable, and that's huge. If you guys don't feel comfortable enough to call somebody out, then they truly aren't your friends. They're truly not your, you're not that connected of a group if you can't do that. So I think the hanging out outside of basketball is just as important. So you can, if guys not holding their end or making a mistake, that these players can get after one another versus us coaches just getting after them all the time.
All right, man, let's talk about these two games this past week. We'll take the Troy game first. A lot of emotion. I mean, it was a first NCAA tournament win for Nebraska. Talk about the feel after, the monkey kind of came off the back a little bit after that win.
Sure, it was an unbelievable feeling, really. It was the way the game went, just pulling away late there. Celebration started a little early as far as our fans and, bringing our guys in and getting them their standing ovation they deserve. But, it was a surreal feeling, and there was a lot of emotion, but at the same time, knowing that, we have a game in 48 hours, it was enough time to enjoy it, for a quick hour there and, get our hugs and, everything like that. But, there was still a lot of work to be done, and we knew that we didn't just come to win and get that monkey off our back, but instead, make a run at this, So that was kind of the feeling after that Troy game, was a lot of happiness, but also at the same time, it's like, well, why not make a run at this thing, like we said, and that goes out to our guys and their goals they had prior to the season. So I think that's kind of where that ability to move on came from.
Just a couple of more questions, man. I know you're busy. Got to ask you about the Vandy game. You guys take the lead late, and then we've heard everybody give their reaction to that final shot that Vanderbilt took that rimmed out at the buzzer that would have sent them into the Sweet 16. From your perspective, as you're on the bench and you're watching that shot, what were you thinking when that thing was in the air?
That it was good. That thing was online from my perspective. I thought for sure it was good, and a couple of our assistants have been on staff now since the start of this thing, and our very first game, or my very first game personally, was the Western Illinois game where we lost on the buzzer beater. What we had was a talented group with the McGowan brothers and everything like that. So that was the very first game of my whole experience. So when that ball was going up, I had a very similar feeling to the very first game. So, luckily it didn't go in, and that's just the name of the game. Like you said, if that goes in, they obviously are in the celebrating when we feel a heck of a lot different to this point. But, to our guys' credit, they stuck in it, to have a big lead early, and Vandy crawls back, and the shot making down the line for both teams.
Yeah.
Just overall was just an amazing basketball game, aside from it being a Nebraska game, but just appreciating how good of a game that truly was. It was really good basketball, and so it's a great feeling now to be moving on and still working, and still got a lot of hours, to your point, to now dive into Iowa, and it's a team that we know very well. Now splitting 1-1 and getting another opportunity to move on and play a Big Ten team, and it's exciting. So, but now coming back to Lincoln now, it's another day. We're getting back to work now. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, I know you're busy, so we're going to let you go, but thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us. Great to visit with you. I guarantee everybody back here in Broken Bow and Custer County is going to be cheering loud on Thursday night, so go Big Red.
Yeah, please do. No, I appreciate you guys, and I get a ton of texts and calls from everybody back home, and it means the world to me. So I appreciate you guys so much, and we're gonna try to get this thing done. So I appreciate you all.
All right, thanks, Peyton.
Thanks, Peyton. Appreciate it.
All right, take care, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
7:53. We're going to stay with Tom Petty after that conversation. I think this will fit. I don't believe the Huskers will back down. They're preparing, as you just heard, for Iowa, which is a game that, it will be hard not to get excited about those two teams matching up again. But we want to thank the family of Peyton Borders and Peyton himself for representing us so well here in central Nebraska. And I can't imagine a better training ground for Peyton's career than where he's at right now. My goodness. And he's done so well and represents, I think being a gentleman is pretty evident there that Peyton knows what it's like to be a gentleman and practices being a good mentor and a good sport. So thank you, Peyton. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have we had any temper tantrums yet with the mind match jackpot not being won?
I don't think so. No, not that
frustrated?
Not that I know of. I haven't had anyone reach out to me and express total frustration yet. Anyway.
Well, Wednesday, the jackpot is $100. And if you want a chance to play, you can still sign up in the contestant pool on the contest page of sandhillsexpress.com. You'll also find details on how the game works.
And we'll be playing again on Wednesday at 7:45 during the breakfast show, brought to you by the Garden Center and Gateway Motors. And we'll see if we can get 3 out of 5 matching answers. So far, the best we've had is 2 out of 5. And that was the very first time, Patsy Burnett. But I have to admit, the questions are hard to match just because of the questions.
Yeah.
So we might get a big jackpot out of this.
We could.
We could.
It'll be interesting. And you know what? The jackpot could be gone come Wednesday.
It could be.
Who knows?
We'll be finding out. And you can, again, get on the contestant pool and get your chances in there to get selected. And by the way, those of you who didn't win can be playing again. If you win, of course, you cannot play again. But if you haven't won, even though you played, you're still eligible. So maybe on Wednesday we'll make somebody smile.
Good.
In the mornings, we don't have to fight over the radio because it's one station.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
Are you having a hard time getting moving after your surgery? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you have recently undergone surgery to your knee, hip, shoulder, back, or wrist, or having trouble doing the things you love, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. With our highly trained staff in orthopedic rehabilitation, we are committed to getting you moving again. Call us at any of our locations close to you or check us out at myteampt.com, 872-5111.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. President Trump has just extended tonight's deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz so oil shipments can pass through. Correspondent Ed O'Keefe is at the White House.
It was unexpected, especially the news about productive talks over the last 2 days with Iran. There'd been no public indication that that was happening. And he says that based on the tenor and tone of these in-depth, detailed, and constructive conversations, which will continue throughout the week, I've instructed the Pentagon to postpone any and all military strikes against Iranian power plants and energy infrastructure for a 5-day period, subject to the success of the ongoing meetings and discussions.
Iranian TVs put up a graphic reading U.S. President backs down following Iran's firm warning. Iran had threatened to attack U.S. military bases in the Middle East. Dow futures shot up as high as 1,200 points after the president postponed that deadline. They're up 747 right now. Oil futures tumbling. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by KSMB, crews from Union Pacific are cleaning up a train derailment that happened Sunday in North Platte. According to the Union Pacific, the incident happened around 1 p.m. when 7 cars on a train derailed upright inside Bailey Yard. There were no injuries and nothing was spilled. Cleanup is underway and the incident is under investigation. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The second round of the NCAA men's basketball tournament ended with a dominant Alabama performance over Texas Tech, 90-65. Earlier victories in that region for Iowa State and Tennessee. 2 seed in the East, UConn eliminated UCLA 73-57. St. John's beat Kansas on a layup at the buzzer 67-65. The 1 seed in the South, Florida, was beaten by Iowa 73-72 in Tampa on a three-pointer in the final seconds. Wins for Arizona and Purdue. The late women's second-round game went to TCU at home, an overtime win versus Washington. In the NBA, the Knicks won their 6th straight game, 145-113 over a Washington Wizards team that's lost 16 in a row. Tyler Reddick earned his 4th NASCAR win of the season. Carlos Alcaraz lost his third-round match at the Miami Open.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A slight chance for snow changing to rain showers today. Otherwise, cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 56. Winds out of the south 10 to 20 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 33. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. A mix of clouds and sun. Tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 75. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situations change? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you.
We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track, no matter what happens. Contact us today at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:05, let's go outside and find out what it really feels like with Jack Simpson. Jack, what's it like out there?
Well, honestly, it's a little bit chilly this morning as it is only 30 degrees outside and we got winds out of the south from 5 to 10. It is mostly cloudy so far this morning with your barometric pressure at 30-31, humidity 82%. Now, no rain or snow in the last 24 hours with 600ths of precipitation for the month with a high yesterday of 53 and an overnight low of 25.
All right, Jack, thank you very much. Did you have a good time this weekend?
I sure did.
Really good time?
Yeah.
Good company?
Yeah.
Did you have a good meal?
Oh, yeah, it was delicious.
Did you share that meal with someone?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
Okay. We're going to get to the grocery cart specials for the week in just a little bit. Keep it right here.
alongside a local partner? Call Terry Sterner about your alfalfa, cane, cover crop, and food plot goals. He'd be happy to talk to you about the solutions he offers as a representative for La Crosse Seed. To maximize ROI while also keeping your wallet in mind, go with proven products that increase the bottom line at a good price. Call Terry Sterner in Myrna at 308-643-9476. That's Terry Sterner at 643-9476 for alfalfa, cane, cover crop, and food plot seed.
Mind Match on The Breakfast Show, where it's not about being right, it's about thinking alike.
Deb played on Wednesday and didn't get enough matches. That means next Wednesday's Mind Match jackpot is $100.
Want in on the action? Sign up now on the contests page of sandhillsexpress.com and you could get the call to play. Mind Match, 7:45 Wednesday mornings, brought to you by Gateway Motors and the Garden Center of Broken Bow.
It is definitely barbecuing season. If you're out and about in your community, you've probably got the fine smell of a barbecued steak or hamburger on the grill. And so we know that it's time to start shopping for some of those things you want to put on the grill and save a little money at the same time. And, of course, all the trimmings around that protein available at the grocery cart with those specials. Here's Brent Apperson.
All right, Dave, here's the new ad from the grocery cart. It drops today, runs through March 29th, and will start in the meat department where eye of round roast or steak is $6.98 a pound this week. Bone-in St. Louis or baby back pork ribs, $3.98 a pound. Ball tip sirloin steak, $7.98 a pound. And Prairie Fresh Natural Pork Sausage is $3.48 a pound. The 2.5-pound bag of Best Choice All Natural Boneless Skinless Chicken Breast Tenderloins is $8.98, and 10-pound bag of Best Buy Bone-In Chicken Hindquarters is $7.98. Farmland Smoked Sliced Bacon, $4.98 for the package. Oscar Mayer Uploaded Lunchables for the kids when they get home from school, $3.48. Nathan's Beef Franks are on sale for $3.98, and Cloverdale Smoked Brats are $3.98. Johnsonville Brat Patties or cooked meatballs are $6.98 this week. Other specials that you'll find: Best Choice Shredded Cheese, $1.78 for the package. Daisy Cottage Cheese, 2 for $5. Kraft Velveeta Cheese Singles are $2.98. Best Choice Chunk Cheese, $1.78. I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Spread is $2.98, and Florida's Natural Lemonade, $2.78 for the bottle. Other specials this week: Eggo waffles are on sale for $5.98 for the 24-count box. Banquet Classic Dinners, $1.78. Bridgeford Monkey Bread is on sale for $4.48. Totino's Ultimate Pizzas are $2.48, and P.F. Chang's Meals are $5.98 this week. Other grocery savings that you'll find: Frito-Lay Doritos or Ruffles are 2 for $7. Nabisco Chips Ahoy cookies are $3.98. Village Hearth White or Sourdough Cottage Bread, $3.38 for the loaf. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts are on sale, $2.48 for the box. Crisco Vegetable or Canola Oil, the bottles are on sale for $3.48. And Pillsbury Cake or Brownie Mixes get 4 for $5. In the produce section, red ripe strawberries are 2 for $5. Fresh slicing cucumbers are 78 cents each. On the vine, red ripe tomatoes, $1.48 a pound. Texas red grapefruit, 88 cents each. Fresh cantaloupe, $3.98 each. The Dole Premium Kit Ultimate Caesar Salad Kits are 2 for $6. Red ripe mini watermelons are $3.98 each. 12-ounce bag of Taylor Farms green beans get 2 for $6. Texas sweet onions are on sale for 98 cents a pound. And the 8-ounce package of J&M Farms sliced white mushrooms, 2 for $4. Other store-wide savings this week: Zesta saltine crackers are on sale. Get the big boxes, 2 for $6. Hershey baking chips, $3.98. Hidden Valley salad dressing in the bottles, $3.98. Hidden Valley salad dressing mix is 2 for $3. Betty Crocker muffin or cookie mix, $2.98. Quaker instant oatmeal, $2.98. Ben's original ready rice get 2 for $5. Pioneer roasted gravy mix packets are $1.28. Famous Dave pickles, get the jars for $3.78. Famous Dave cornbread mix, get 2 for $5, and Del Monte fruit on sale. The cans are $1.98. Finally, in the deli department this week, you'll find sliced-to-order Kretschmar off-the-bone ham at $7.98 a pound, and sliced-to-order Kretschmar provolone cheese is $6.98 a pound. Those are some of the specials that you're going to find this week at the grocery cart.
Thank you, Brent. I want to remind you that today there's a blood drive taking place at Jenny M. Elham Hospital from 8:30 until 2 p.m. Your chance to make that valuable donation today. Blood drive at the hospital here in Broken Bow starting at 8:30 this morning. And there's other blood drives throughout this week. We'll be talking about those as we progress through the show this morning, kind of give you a heads up on those in your area. I do want to take care of a little problem I had over the weekend with some of Brent's relatives.
My relatives?
Yeah, I went to a surprise birthday party for Mike Evans, who turned 60 over the weekend.
Oh, wonderful. Happy birthday, Mike.
And a huge turnout for Mike and his family. It was wonderful. And I run into your family.
Oh?
Smokey Crow.
Oh, so my extended family. Okay.
Yeah, you're
All
now
right, I
related to
gotcha.
him, right?
Yeah. I guess in a way, yes.
Well, he's very protective of you, Smokey Crow.
Well, I'm glad.
First thing I saw Smokey, a.k.a. Alan.
Uh-huh.
Known him for years. And he just walked up and said, "You're a bully. You're just a bully. You're a bully. You're a bully, Dave. You're just a bully." For picking on Brent.
Ah.
And so
well,
I
thank you,
I believe,
Alan, for standing up for me.
I believe now, because
I
you
appreciate
are
you.
related, he's, you're part of the clan, part of Smokey's clan.
Uh-huh.
Now he's picking on me, saying I'm picking on you, which is totally untrue. My goodness, I don't know where he gets that.
Gee, I wonder.
So
I don't know how anybody could think that.
Just want you to know that Smokey is, he's just walked up and started, badgering me.
Ah.
Right there amongst all the people.
Man, I wish I could have been there.
Well.
To just soak that in.
He said, "I'll talk to you later." I said, "Okay." I slipped out the back door. I didn't talk to him again. Don't think I will. Now that he's your relative. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest.
Well, thanks.
Here's Jason Isbell on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Bury me where the wind don't blow, where the
Is nagging back pain or neck stiffness holding you back? At Thompson Chiropractic, Dr. Riley Thompson provides personalized, evidence-based care right here in Broken Bow. No unnecessary procedures, just real results. They accept most major insurance plans and offer discounts for direct pay. Call 308-293-6340 today or schedule online anytime at thompsonchiropractic.com. Take the first step toward moving better, feeling better, and living better. Thompson Chiropractic, care that puts you first.
Your big dreams deserve small town service, and that's what you'll get at Ansley Lumber and Supply. From new home builds to remodels, including quartz, granite, and cabinetry, their team works alongside of you every step of the way. Need ag supplies like fencing wire, posts, or tanks? They have them. And in a full line of quality Benjamin Moore paint and delivery, and you're set. Visit Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 or Saturdays, 8 to noon, and see the difference local makes at Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Hi, this is Andrew Knost, CEO at Gothenburg Health. We believe quality healthcare does more than heal. It helps communities thrive. We continue to reimagine rural healthcare with a balance of innovation, compassion, and expertise to serve you better. And because we're supporting our friends, family, and neighbors, delivering quality care just means more. Gothenburg Health, well ahead.
Your friends at Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow are proud to offer the products and service you love having on your side for the best experience possible. Leader brand products on their shelves offer great value compared to national brand equivalents, while also meeting or exceeding FDA quality standards. You can also shop a great variety of gift items and greeting cards at Varney Pharmacy. With their knowledgeable staff ready and waiting to help, Varney Pharmacy, located in downtown Broken Bow.
8:23, almost 8:24. Sounds delicious right now. Pancakes and sausage. Yeah, right now would hit the spot, but even more so when you can have that good food and, help a cause, a very important cause. The Anselmo Volunteer Fire Department's holding their annual get-together, their pancake and sausage feed at the Fire Hall in Anselmo, and it all begins at 6 p.m. and is a free will donation and a great opportunity to thank these volunteers for their hard work and dedication. They deserve many thanks and appreciation, so make sure and support their annual pancake feed this Saturday. They do it every year, but maybe even more important this year with all the things that have been going on and all these wildfires and dry conditions out there. So stop by, thank them, and a free will donation will be the way it's worked, and it has been working that way for years. Serving begins at 6 p.m.
If you go to sandhillsexpress.com, we encourage you to be checking out the employment page. A lot of opportunities being posted right now, and among them, several positions available through Myers Construction as they are now hiring. Myers Construction in Broken Bow looking for dependable team members for the following positions. Looking for a diesel mechanic, a welder fabricator, an electrical apprentice, construction labor, pipe fitter and plumbing technician, concrete worker, and finisher. Competitive pay based on experience. Now, travel may be required, so valid driver's license is required. If you'd like to apply for any of these positions, go to their website, Myers, M-Y-E-R-S, construct.com. If you'd like more information, give them a call at 308-872-5469. You'll find this information and the links to where you can apply on Sandhills Express employment page.
We mentioned earlier that, there was the chamber banquet held this Saturday, and they handed out some very nice awards to some very good people. And that story is on sandhillsexpress.com, and you can check out and see who was nominated and who won those awards. Also, yesterday, the scholarships were handed out at the Ansley School through the Custer County Foundation, and Jeremy and I went down, and also Christy and Ellie were there to present the Mark Wells Scholarship, and there was a lot of that going on. 110 scholarships, I believe they said, were handed out yesterday, something like $150,000 worth of dollars handed over to the kids to encourage them to further their education or dive into a career. And it was quite a day. Gym was full and a lot of smiling faces. So thank you very much to the Custer County Foundation and all the folks, all the businesses or private citizens who have memorials that they attach to those scholarships in honor of a family member, somebody that maybe was dear to them or set an example of what education can do for you, from doctors to welders. They were represented well yesterday, so a very good day in Ansley yesterday. So those are a couple of things that have happened. I mentioned to you blood drives, and we mentioned the one which is today at the Melham Hospital here in Broken Bow from 8:30 until 2. Tomorrow there's a blood drive at the Cozad Catholic Parish Hall from 11:30 until 5:30. On Wednesday, back in Broken Bow, a blood drive at the Municipal Building, 8:45 to 2:30. On Thursday, a blood drive at the Sargent Community Building, looks like from 10:30 to 4:30. And there's some other things coming up this weekend that we're going to be talking about and the very near future in honor of Easter. Lots of different things happening this weekend and the next few. So keep it right here on The Breakfast Show, KCNI, KBBN, AM, FM, and just here to serve you since 1949.
Vendors before, plus the heavy-duty, reliable fertilizer spreaders from AeroSeed available for our customers to use. If you are on the AeroSeed program, we have your contact information and will be reaching out soon. All this was just a $2 per 1,000 square feet increase. Stop by RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow. Get signed up.
In Nebraska, honesty and integrity matter. These are the values local broadcasters live by. When others try to divide and mislead, you need a source you can trust that knows your hometown. Nebraska broadcasters aren't just the voices on your radio and faces on your screen. We're your neighbors, focused on improving the communities we call home, providing verified information you can trust. KCNI, KBBN, and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, serving our community, committed to truth.
Looking for a fresh start in a place you'll love to call home?
Broken Bow Housing Authority has one-bedroom apartments available at Custer Heights. Enjoy easy living with no utilities, snow removal, or lawn care to worry about. Need more space? Choose from 2 to 5 bedroom homes with tenants responsible for snow removal and lawn care. Income limits do apply. Visit BrokenBowHousingAuthority.com to apply online today. Don't wait. Contact Broken Bow Housing Authority and open the door to your next home.
At Nebraska State Bank, they don't just work here, they live here. You'll find them on the sidelines, helping at local charities and supporting hometown businesses right alongside you. For over 100 years, they've been rooted right here, helping families and businesses grow strong. And every decision made locally by people who know your name and your goals. Whether it's helping a student start saving or a neighbor open a small business, they're proud to invest in you and in our community. Nebraska State Bank and Trust, leading, serving, growing. Member FDIC.
8:32. Well, while I was away, you had the opportunity to visit with a very nice gentleman from Arcadia about a event that's coming up on Saturday, March 28th. Roland Sell was in, I understand. And
yes,
Roland, of course, very close to this banquet that's coming up. He's been involved in it, I assume, since its beginning.
I think so, yes.
And this is an exciting one. They always have fantastic speakers, no exception here, right?
Yeah, I believe Brittany Wilkins,
yes.
right, is the name. She was a standout high school volleyball player for Arlington, Nebraska, helped lead them to a state championship one year, has played professionally in the WNBA and internationally, and she will be the special speaker at the event, which, as Dave mentioned, is scheduled for Saturday. Now, there is a delicious meal that is included with the attendance at the banquet, so if you would like to attend, I think in visiting with Roland, today might be the final day for you to get tickets because they need to have a good count for the caterer, obviously, for the meal coming up on Saturday. So if you'd like to attend, you can reach out to Mr. Sell or some of the people involved in the banquet and see if there are tickets still available. They really push the family aspect of it. It is a family banquet, so bring the entire family out. One thing Roland did mention, if you are youth, which would be high school age or under, they are covering your ticket cost. So that's very generous on their behalf. So keep that in mind as they get ready for their annual family banquet coming up this weekend.
All right. Thank you very much. And I think also in the story that Jeremy had on the radio this morning, they will find room for you if you are thinking you can attend and then something changes and you can make that phone call and they'll see if they can get you in because they want everybody to attend. Of course, it really helps with the meal to know how many are coming, but if you have a change in plans and you're now able to make it and in the next day or two decide that it's going to happen for you, get a hold of them and they'll get you in one way or another into that Arcadia High School gymnasium. We're winding down the month of March, headed towards Easter, and we have a couple more sermons a la carte coming up. I guess one more, actually, this Wednesday at the United Methodist Church, sponsored by the First Presbyterian Church. And so it'll be held at the United Methodist Church up on the hill this Wednesday at 12:05, and we'll begin a half-hour worship service followed by a lunch and free will donation. And they had a snow day set up for April 1st. Doesn't look like, according to the forecast, that they're going to need that snow day. So it will happen this Wednesday at the United Methodist Church, sponsored this time around by the First Presbyterian Church. So that's coming up midweek. And egg hunts coming up, Easter egg hunts.
Yes.
We'll tell you about those a little bit later on this morning as well. So it's that time of year. Birthdays today. We kind of got by the birthdays with that great interview with Payton Borders. So let's back up just a little bit and take a look at birthdays. If you're having one today, you're celebrating with Brett Eldridge. He's 40 today, country singer, used to write for others and open for Taylor Swift, but has found solo success selling a lot of his own records and winning many awards. Brett Young, also a country singer, is 45 today. Multi-platinum country singer, went to Ole Miss on a baseball scholarship and then moved over to country music and is doing very, very well. Chaka Khan.
Ah, Chaka Khan.
73 today. Real name is Yvette Stevens, 10-time Grammy winner. Started with the funk band Rufus back in the 70s and went on with a big solo success on her own. And let's go back to that 1970s. Chaka Khan celebrating her birthday today right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Chaka Khan with Rufus back in the 70s. That's when she first hit the music scene. 73 today.
Wow.
I thought there was more of the Tell Me Something Good than there was in that song. I guess my memory.
Yeah, I can't say I really was familiar with the song, so I don't know.
That's not one I listen to a lot. But anyway. Okay. Anyway, here's Boz Skaggs. And he said, I really don't like it, but I can't get rid of it. So his nickname is Boz.
Did I hear, when we hear Bruce Springsteen, when I was growing up, it was always the boss.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he doesn't really care for that either. Did I hear that correctly? Bruce is not a big fan of his nickname either? Or am I completely wrong on that?
I believe you're correct. I think he's just accepted that it's not going to go away. But yeah, there was some writings that said, he really didn't care for that title, but it stuck, and so that's pretty soon you just have to give up, such as Boz Skaggs did. So that's what they're going to call me. I know that a lot of you out there sometimes think that the breakfast show gets a little over-concerned about things, probably more so yours truly than Brent, but this next article does kind of bother. I haven't told Brent about it, and I don't think you're going to go on your island on this one, Brent, because this is a bit creepy, and it's also what's happening to us with AI. And I know a lot of people are embracing AI, and there are parts of it that, yes, are helpful and a great tool.
Mm-hmm.
But businesses are embracing AI a little differently than maybe we have AI helping us write a letter, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The new Walmart AI.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Walmart AI can guess when you need toilet paper and therefore jack up the price.
Oh. Okay.
Walmart has won a patent for the new AI tool that can predict when you'll need more toilet paper or cereal, and then jack up the price before you can stock up. The scariest part, it will be directly tied to your personal shopping patterns. They figure that in the future, when you log in to buy stuff online, Walmart will know what you're running out of based on your shopping history and then recommend a price. It's kind of like Uber's surge pricing that goes up whenever there's a thunderstorm. When it rains, it pours.
Okay, this is very interesting to me, because if I'm comprehending this correctly from what you read, then they're basically saying that we can set a price based on each individual?
Yes.
When
you order online.
Right.
Yeah.
So what it is in the store may be different for you if you order online based on what they feel your need is in regards to your personal shopping history.
According to this article, yes.
I don't. Not a fan. This sounds like hotels to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go stay fairly cheap at a hotel on a Sunday, a Monday, or a Tuesday night. But if you try to get a room on a Friday or Saturday, the same room goes up $100.
Or if there's a big event.
Right. Yes, or an event.
Yeah, that's been going on forever, but they just kind of have to take a shot at it and say, hey, we have the boss in town, we have Springsteen in town, and so any hotels, motels near that vicinity are going to jack their prices up, but they really don't know your personal shopping history. They just know that because you really want to go, and you want to not drive home, you're probably going to stay overnight. Lincoln, our state capital, when there's football games, events like that, football games, in many cases you have to reserve 2 nights whether you want to or not.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, you gotta have a couple nights and be able to get a room. In, I don't know if probably not all of them, that the ones that are in the vicinity can pull that off.
Yeah.
And you're going to pay a high price for both nights.
No, this article that you read, this bothers me.
Yeah. Your shopping patterns. They kind of, when's the last time you bought cereal? It's going to cost them a little more when they order this time around because we know that they need it.
I wonder how much they would increase the price of toilet paper if they felt you were in need.
Well, They might force you to hop in your car and go down and shop at your local store
There
and
you
buy
go.
your toilet paper. Good grief. Here's Sturgill Simpson. I'm wondering why she's bringing her bathrobe to work.
What?
Yeah,
Her bathrobe.
Yeah, haven't you noticed that at Tina's cubicle there's a bathrobe hanging from the corner of the cubicle?
I have not noticed. Her office space is right next to mine. I've not noticed this.
You know, to some it's a jacket. To some it might look like a bathrobe.
Well, it looks soft and cuddly, and it's long. It's like down to your ankles.
I think it would go to the floor. I haven't tried it on yet. Kristen gave it to me. She accidentally got 2 shipped to her, and she knows I'm always cold, so she wanted me to have it. But it does resemble more of a house coat.
I thought I want Tina to be comfortable when she works here. But running around in a bathrobe, I don't know.
I use it as a blanket.
Yeah, I bet you do. Well, anyway, I'm glad you answered that question. I just noticed it again this morning. It was hanging there, and I thought, why has Tina got a bathrobe?
Yeah, I still haven't tried it on. It just
You can bring it in and try it on the show if you like.
I'm good, but thanks.
Oh,
I
sure.
avoided the light, but then you caught me.
What do you have there? You do have you don't have a bathrobe with you. You have a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's time for Arnold's Rotary Pancake Feed. So I was bringing it in for you to do a live read on it. But
Okay. Well, go ahead. You're sitting right there. I know
Arnold's
you can do it.
having their pancake feed on Thursday, March 26th at the Arnold Community Center from 5 to 7:30. It's free will donation, and all the proceeds go to the community projects. And this is from the Arnold Rotary.
Great. Nice. Very active group over there.
Yeah, they are.
Do
They're
you know-
busy.
Do you know Smokey Crow over there?
No.
Alan would be his first name.
Oh, okay,
Alan,
thanks. Yeah,
yes.
nicknames.
Uh-huh.
No, I still don't know an Alan.
You don't know an Alan? Okay. He's Brent's relative, and he picked on me this weekend.
Oh.
Called me a bully.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Such a bully. You're a bully, Dave. You're just a bully.
Sounds like Alan just speaking the truth to me.
Did you look at him and be like, are you the pot calling the kettle black?
I said, where do you think I learned it from?
Oh, boy.
I did say that.
Did you?
Thanks for bringing that up, Tina.
Gotta stand up for yourself, Dave.
I know, but he kind of surprised me. I mean, hadn't seen him for months. First thing he comes up, because he says I'm picking on Brent, which isn't true.
Oh, never.
No, never.
Anyway, you going to try on your bathrobe in the show maybe for us?
No.
Come on, Tina. We'll put you on camera.
Yeah.
You'll be able to.
It's a blanket.
You'll be able to model
it's a sweater jacket type thing. I don't know.
It's a fuzzy looking bathrobe. It's
No, but now I might take it home because that's all I'm going to see now when I look at it.
Do you know if it's going to...
I think it's going to hit the floor.
Well,
Kristen's a lot taller than I am, and I think it was made for a taller person, so it's longer. Well, those long things generally just go way down.
Are you taller or shorter than Brent?
We've done this before. I am
a little
shorter than Brent.
You're a little shorter? We'll have Brent try it.
I feel Tina's pain though. I've received hand-me-downs from friends that are, well, all my friends are basically taller than me, and you get those hand-me-downs from taller people who are just trying to be kind, and then you put it on, and you're like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, no, I think the long sweaters are great. I love them when I see people wear them, but then I try them on, and it's just not the same.
It looks very cozy and comfortable.
But I can wear it around the house.
Exactly. Yes.
You know, nobody sees me there. I mean, not as a bathrobe, as a jacket.
Well, if it was a robe, you have cats or anything in the house? Because you can give them a ride. Just put them on. Put them on the.
I don't know where he's going.
Well, you know, if it's on the floor and it kind of like a
if it drags on
like
the floor
a wedding dress.
on
the wedding dress part, you could put a cat and drag them around the house.
Oh, yeah.
Or a little dog. All right, news is next here on The Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. President Trump has had a change of heart, at least temporarily, about striking Iranian power plants if the Strait of Hormuz isn't open to energy shipping by tonight. He says talks are going so well, he's giving Tehran 5 more days. The response? CBS's Chris Livesay in Dubai.
Iran, for its part, is saying not so fast. Iranian state media is saying it has had zero contact with Trump or the administration this entire time. So there remains a lot of tension and a lot of uncertainty here in the region.
Iran had issued a counter threat to target plants that supply power to U.S. military bases in the region. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Still, when you wake up this morning, you know you're going to be paying more money at the pumps. Gas prices are up by more than $1 a gallon over the last month, according to AAA.
They're at an average of $3.96 today. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The second round of the NCAA men's basketball tournament ended with a dominant Alabama performance over Texas Tech, 90-65. Earlier victories in that region for Iowa State and Tennessee. 2 seed in the East, UConn eliminated UCLA 73-57. St. John's beat Kansas on a layup at the buzzer 67-65. The 1 seed in the South, Florida, was beaten by Iowa 73-72 in Tampa on a three-pointer in the final seconds. Wins for Arizona and Purdue. The late women's second-round game went to TCU at home, an overtime win versus Washington. In the NBA, the Knicks won their 6th straight game, 145-113 over a Washington Wizards team that's lost 16 in a row. Tyler Reddick earned his 4th NASCAR win of the season. Carlos Alcaraz lost his third-round match at the Miami Open.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A slight chance for snow changing to rain showers today. Otherwise, cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 56. Winds out of the south, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 33. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. A mix of clouds and sun. Tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 75. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Friendly small-town shopping, impressive big-town selection, the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow. Visit them every day from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and shop the very best cuts of meat, fresh produce, and delicious items in the deli. Find ads, coupons, and more online at gkbrokenbow.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Currently 33, mostly cloudy, some sun peeking through. The winds are out of the southeast, 5 to 10. Barometric pressure falling at 30.29. Humidity at 80%. High yesterday was 53. Didn't really feel like it because of those winds yesterday. An overnight low of 25. Sunset today at 7:54. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:34. Only 0.06 precipitation measured all of this month of March. And as we've discussed, not many months the last 5 or 6 months have any real totals to talk about. So it is bone dry out there. So we all know how dangerous it is fire-wise. So let's be careful all of this week. Hopefully there is a chance here and there of some rainfall. We'll take 20%. I always said 20% in the spring and summer sometimes can really bring on some great rains. But
yeah.
I don't know about this early in the spring. So we need to be careful.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we mentioned Easter egg hunts. Easter egg hunt at the Arnold City Park on Saturday, the 28th. So that's taking place. And we also mentioned the Arcadia Methodist Church Family Banquet, which is on Saturday. We talked about that. On Thursday, April 2nd, on Friday, April 3rd, next weekend, Easter egg hunt here in Broken Bow at the Square at 2:30. And Easter egg hunt Saturday of next weekend, not this weekend, but next Saturday, a week from this Saturday, Easter egg hunt on April 4th at Morgan Park in Callaway. And also on Saturday, April 4th, the Food Bank for the Heartlands Mobile Food Pantry will be at the Custer County Fairgrounds from 9 until 11. Those are some of the events that are coming up in the very near future. What do you have over there, Brent?
Just want to remind everybody about Off-Broadway in Broken Bow, offering exceptional assisted and independent living options, plus a great move-in special and a referral bonus as well. Staff can help with housekeeping, medication management, and meals, taking the burden off your shoulders. Off-Broadway is there 24/7 if you need them, giving you peace of mind while still maintaining your independence. And something they're offering now is you choose your level of care and are free to come and go as you please. Let them handle things like the cooking and the cleaning so you can spend more time doing what you love. There's no yard work, no snow scooping to worry about, just comfort, community, and convenience. Enjoy a full schedule of activities as well to keep you engaged and entertained, along with a friendly staff that is sure to brighten your day. Come take a look around and see all that they have to offer. They would love to show you off Broadway in Broken Bow.
All right, for those of you who like Steppenwolf, the group Steppenwolf, you know that the leading singer for Steppenwolf, the lead singer, was John Kay. Now, John Kay has not stopped performing. He's performed nonstop over the years, playing, smaller venues. As a matter of fact, many years ago, I remember heading out to Colorado, and we stopped, I think it was in Julesburg, to a club in the afternoon, and nothing was going on. But the band Steppenwolf was playing there that night. So John has not quit performing. And he's really put out some really good albums over the years of his own. And he just released a brand new song that I got my hands on last week. And I thought I'd play it for you this morning. John Kay from Steppenwolf, a single release that he just let go here a month or so ago called Ain't That a Shame. And he wants to talk about speech.
Yeah, district speech just wrapped up this past Friday and Saturday. The way district speech works for NSAA is that schools have a week-long window where they can host their district. So I've kind of been having some updates for the area speech competitors throughout the week, really. Every couple of days is what it's averaged out to. And we're going to have really good area representation at state speech this year. So I just wanted to lend everyone's eye to that, and that the most recent update from Friday and Saturday competition is up under local news on sandhillsexpress.com, and you'll be able to hear that story for the first time at noon local news today. Lots of qualifiers going, and I think I'll put together one last story maybe for Thursday that just compiles all of the state qualifiers before we head into state competition on Friday and Saturday.
Well, thanks for doing that. That's important, and it's important to get those kids recognized, so thank you.
Yeah, lots of district champions, lots of team district champions as well from the area. Speech is a strong thing in this area, which I think is great, especially, from Class B all the way down to Class D. We've had team champions and lots of individual district champions as well that are recognized in those stories. So go over and check those out. Won't have to scroll too far down on local news to find all of those throughout the last week.
All right, Jeremy. Yesterday we attended the scholarship program through Custer County Foundation. I don't know if you know this or not, Brent, but Jeremy and I were color coordinated yesterday.
Well, were you now?
Yeah.
We got a few comments on it as well, which, there's nothing you like more as a man than walking in a room and getting a compliment with the guy you rode to the event with on your color coordination.
Yes, there was a few comments. But it actually was by accident. We didn't really talk about it. We just said, meet you at 1:30 and we'll go to Ansley. And we happen to have the same color of shirt. Mine was a little more designed, but Jeremy's was the same color. So I suppose, yeah, it's embarrassing.
Apparently the camera that was live streaming the whole event was right behind us too, so folks that were watching online got to see a lot of our color coordination and the back of our heads.
Ah, wonderful.
For the entire thing.
Better than the front.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Well, I did want to again bring up the fact that $150,000 worth of scholarships, 110 scholarships handed out to students who have going to graduate or have already graduated and already on their way through college. Pretty neat deal.
And I appreciate the fact that those scholarships are, some of them are open to any Custer County student going into any field, just furthering their education. Others are specialized for people going into something involved with ag or with health care and things like that. There truly is something for everybody, and the list of kids that received scholarships yesterday was amazing. And that's because of all of you folks that support the Custer County Foundation however you can. I mean, every little bit helps. If you win a silent auction item for $40 at the gala, you can feel good about helping out those scholarships a little bit and all the wonderful things that the foundation continues to do.
And I like the ones also that want to have a scholarship awarded in one of their family members' name, who may have been a community leader or set an example. A lot of teachers and different people that served the educational side of things. There were scholarships that were named after their family members, which is really nice as well.
Yes.
So, all right, Jeremy, thanks a lot. Anything else?
I don't think so. The last update from the fires came yesterday. Put a story on sandhillsexpress.com about that yesterday as well. They had about 100 acres or so of extra ground burn at the Cottonwood fire. That one got outside of its limit a little bit. So despite it being over 90% contained, there's still hot sparks in there, and when you've got hundreds of thousands of acres burning and you're going over that with a fine-tooth comb, extinguishing every little tiny spark, it's a slow process and it's a thorough process. So they're in the mid to upper 90s as far as containment goes. Now, that just means that they've got a good fire line established. That doesn't mean that they're out of the weeds as far as just, dusting their hands off and walking away from these things. They're going to continue to keep an eye on those fires for a very long time. And then the Road 203 fire, that continues to be managed by Nebraska Grasslands and Forestry. They're in the 90th percentile as far as containment goes there as well. Kind of trying to rebuild some things there, still keep an eye on it, but things are going well in the case of all three of those fires.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. Here's Blackberry Smoke.
Smart decision? How you'll protect it? Well, that's an easy choice. The soybean herbicide portfolio from Corteva Agriscience. With products like Inversa herbicide, you'll complement your Enlist system with residual protection to tackle the season's toughest weed challenges. See how a program approach can help you protect every acre at soyherbicides.corteva.us.
Farming comes with trade-offs. An extra pass means dinner in the cab. An early morning becomes a late night. Unnecessary restrictions turn into headaches. But when you make Enlist herbicides the foundation of your herbicide program, the trade-offs will be in your favor. Effective weed control that's ready to work when you are. Flexible tank mix options and neighbor-friendly applications, all without the need to jump through hoops. See what you'll gain with America's most trusted herbicide system protecting your Enlist E3 soybean fields at Enlist.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling.
I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9701. That's 800-507-9701. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
9:23. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show on this Monday. And Brent, I know you addressed this before our broadcast of the Huskers basketball at the tournament that does not allow us to restream. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, sure. Of course, as we go through the week, this is so exciting to say, we will continue to have coverage of the Nebraska men's basketball team as they continue their journey in the NCAA tournament. We can tell you that the time has been set for their Sweet 16 game against Iowa, and it will be on Thursday evening. Tip time is around 6:30, so coverage on the Huskers radio network will begin at 5:30, and you can listen to it on KBBN 95.3 FM. Due to NCAA media regulations and stipulations, the Husker Radio Network broadcast cannot be streamed over the internet or for your smart device or anything like that. You won't be able to hear it streamed on KBBN.com. You won't be able to hear it be streamed on Huskers.com. They just don't allow it because of the media rights that are associated with NCAA tournament games. So I know we had a lot of phone calls regarding that last week, especially when Nebraska played their first game, wondering why they couldn't hear it on our internet feed, and that's the reason. The NCAA just doesn't allow it because of their media regulations and stipulations. So you can listen to Mr. Pavelka, though, on the radio, and you can do that by tuning in to KBBN 95.3 FM on Thursday and hopefully beyond.
We'll see, but that's the rules. That's what they're doing on this, and there was some confusion on that, and we wanted to kind of clarify that again before we get into the Sweet 16, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Wanted to thank the businesses who make the video streams possible of The Breakfast Show, and they include A1 Auto Repair, Culligan, Custer County Foundation, Designs of Distinction, Ferreter Auto Parts, the Grand Generation Manor, Hunter's Towing, Ideal Realty, Off-Broadway Assisted and Independent Living, Ross Electric and the Hertique, Runza of Broken Bow, and V-Bar Trailer Sales and Service here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. We thank you very much. They make the streaming available for The Breakfast Show each and every day, Monday through Friday, and we appreciate that. And also, of course, the audio, and you can just listen or you can watch the show if you so desire.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly important to watch it when there's guests on.
Yeah.
It's not so important just to watch Dave and Brent sit here and yak. But you can if you
we
like.
wouldn't think so, but you never know.
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
If you are watching, hello, good to see you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, Jack, wake up, man. So, you okay over there? A little worried about him. He seems a little distant.
Yeah.
Like, somewhere else. Somewhere over the... Oh, sorry. Anyway, time to go.
Okay. Wow, man, yeah, it's almost 9:30. Oh, my goodness, I didn't know it. The 2 hours went by that fast.
Yep, went by quick. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7:30. We're going to close with Marcus King.